Hello. Today's word is you are looking down the barrel of a gun. You are looking down the barrel of a gun. So if this applies to you, well, you're having a hard time. You're facing something significant. You're facing something that is trying to take you out or make you submit. And there are times in life where that does happen, where people will basically hold you at gunpoint. And you have to figure out how to navigate that. Well, I've been there in different ways. I have found, if nothing else, cry out to God. God will lead you and direct you away, and he'll come in like that hostage negotiator, like that movie, The Negotiator, Samuel L. Jackson. He'll come in and he'll put everything at ease, so that way you don't have to end up splattered. And there's, yet again, everybody faces high crisis times at some point in their life. It's inevitable. You go through life long enough, even in the best of circumstances, you're going to look down a loaded gun, so to speak, at least once. I've had a gun pointed at me. Once when I was about 19 years old, some woman's dog tried to bite me. And anyhow, not to get off track here, but if you're looking down a loaded gun and you don't have any other options, your best thing to do is to not panic. You don't really want to get upset, because all that's going to do is make everything much more difficult for you. And if you want to walk away without getting shot, well, you need to find the peacemaker. You need to find some help, and that can be in the form of a person who's been there before, who's been through life circumstances and has walked away unscathed, or at least got away. And I've met a lot of people that have done well or okay or managed during high crisis times. And you can be financially at a dead end. I've been there. You can be spiritually at a dead end. I've been there. You can be physically at a dead end. I've been there. You can be, you have your enemies bearing down on you. Hey, I've also been there. And yet again, the only way to get through that is to not panic. You have to turn the panic button off. If you were in fight or flight mode and you're trying to wrestle your assailants, you're probably going to end up getting shot before it's all said and done. So you might want to just relax, take an account of what's going on, and then try to de-escalate the situation. And there's so many people that are looking at unemployment today. There's so many people that are looking at unexplainable health crises. I see it everywhere. I see it all the time. I see it in people in their 20s and 30s. Really common between the ages of about 30 and about 35. People will have severe health crises with no explanations available to them. It's like looking down a gun. It has you hostage. There's nothing you can do. You have to find a way, and that can take time. Sometimes the more intense the situation, sometimes it takes more time to kind of reconcile. And that's okay, but you just have to relax, because you have to know that, there are definitely forces for good and for evil in the world today. There are things that happen where you can identify who's for you and who's against you. And if you're facing crisis, if you're facing that kind of difficulty, well, then you need help. Anyhow, have a great day.